My child, I'm about to tell you something that will make you fall to your knees. Right now, at this exact moment, your biggest prayer is being answered. Not tomorrow, not next week. Right now, let me show you how, my dear child, something extraordinary is unfolding in your life right at this very moment. The universe is preparing to shower you with blessings so abundant that your heart will overflow with gratitude and wonder. Tonight is not just another ordinary evening passing by. This is the sacred moment when everything in your world begins to shift in the most beautiful and miraculous way possible. Right now, as you hear these words, invisible forces of goodness are working behind the scenes to bring you the prosperity and peace you have been longing for. Your struggles with money, your worries about tomorrow, your sleepless nights filled with anxiety about how to make ends meet, all of these heavy burdens are about to be lifted from your shoulders forever. The divine source of all creation has seen your pain, counted every tear that rolled down your cheek, and heard every silent prayer you whispered into the darkness when nobody else was listening. You might be wondering why things have been so difficult for so long. You might have questioned whether anyone truly cares about what you are going through. But let me tell you something that will change everything. You were never alone, not even for a single second. Every step you took, every challenge you faced, every moment of doubt and fear, all of it was being watched over by a loving presence that never sleeps and never abandons its children. Your journey through hardship was not punishment. It was preparation for the magnificent breakthrough that is about to transform your entire existence. The money you need is already on its way to you. The opportunities you have been praying for are lining up at your doorstep. The doors that seemed permanently locked are about to swing wide open, revealing pathways to abundance you never imagined possible. This is not wishful thinking or empty promises. This is the truth of how the universe works when faith meets divine timing. Everything you have endured has brought you to this exact moment, and from this point forward, your story becomes one of triumph and blessing. Think about all those times when you felt like giving up. Remember the days when your bank account showed numbers that made your heart sink. Recall the moments when you had to tell your loved ones that you could not afford something they needed. All of that pain was shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing you to receive blessings so great that you will need a bigger container to hold them. The divine plan was always to bring you through the wilderness into a land flowing with abundance, and tonight marks the beginning of that journey into your promised land. Type amen if you believe your breakthrough is coming right now. Your life is about to become living proof that miracles are real. When people see the transformation that is about to happen in your circumstances, they will be amazed. They will ask you how everything changed so suddenly. They will wonder what secret you discovered or what magic formula you used. And you will be able to tell them with complete honesty that you simply held on to faith when everything looked impossible, and that faith moved the hand of heaven on your behalf. The wealth that is coming to you is not just paper money or numbers in a bank account. It represents freedom, security, dignity, and the ability to live without constant worry. It means you will be able to take care of your family properly. It means you will be able to help others who are struggling just like you once struggled. It means you will sleep peacefully at night knowing that your needs are covered and your future is secure. This blessing will touch every area of your life, bringing healing to your body, peace to your mind, joy to your heart, and strength to your spirit. Some people might try to tell you that hoping for financial miracles is foolish or unrealistic. They might say that life does not work that way, that you need to just accept your situation and make do with whatever you have. But those people do not understand the power of divine intervention. They have never experienced the moment when heaven opens up and pours out blessings that no human effort could have produced. You are about to prove to yourself and to everyone watching that there is a force in this universe far greater than any obstacle, any shortage, or any limiting circumstance. Right now, while you are listening to these words, invisible helpers are working on your behalf. Angels are moving people, resources, and opportunities into alignment with your destiny. Obstacles that have blocked your path for years are being removed. People who can help you are being guided toward you. Ideas and strategies for increasing your income are being downloaded into your mind. Everything is shifting in your favor because you have been marked for blessing, and nothing can stop what has been decreed for you. The struggles you have faced have not been meaningless. Every challenge taught you something valuable. Every disappointment made you stronger. Every closed door protected you from something that was not meant for you. And now, all those experiences are coming together to create a testimony so powerful that it will inspire hope in the hearts of people you have never even met. Your story of going from struggle to abundance will be told again and again, becoming a source of encouragement for generations to come. Comment "I believe" if you trust that your miracle is already in motion. Let me tell you something about the nature of breakthrough. It often comes suddenly, without warning, in ways you never expected. You might wake up tomorrow and find an opportunity waiting for you that was not there yesterday. You might receive a phone call that changes everything. You might have an idea pop into your mind that leads to incredible success. The miracle you need does not have to take years to manifest. Sometimes the universe moves quickly when the time is right, and for you the time is right now. Your past does not determine your future. The mistakes you made, the opportunities you missed, the wrong decisions that cost you dearly, none of that has the power to stop what is coming. The divine source of all good things does not hold grudges or keep records of your failures. It only sees your potential, your worth, and your readiness to receive. Every sunrise brings new mercy, every moment offers a fresh start, and this particular moment is pregnant with possibility beyond your wildest dreams. There are people in your life who doubted you. Maybe they said you would never amount to anything. Perhaps they laughed at your dreams or told you to be more realistic. Some might have even taken pleasure in your struggles, feeling somehow superior because they were doing better than you. But all of that is about to change. When your blessing arrives, when your circumstances transform, when abundance begins flowing into your life, those same people will be speechless. They will have no explanation for how things turned around so completely and so quickly. But here is something important to remember. When you receive your blessing, do not use it to prove anything to those who doubted you. Use it to become a source of hope and help for others. Use it to demonstrate that kindness and generosity flow naturally from a heart that has experienced divine provision. Use it to honor the source of your blessing by being a blessing to others. The universe loves a grateful heart and a generous spirit, and the more you give, the more you will continue to receive. Before we continue, I want you to do something for me. I want you to take a deep breath and really feel the hope rising in your chest. I want you to imagine what your life will look like when money is no longer a source of stress. Picture yourself paying your bills with ease, having enough left over to save and enjoy life. See yourself helping someone in need without having to worry about your own situation. Feel the lightness of living without that constant knot of anxiety in your stomach. This is not fantasy. This is your future, and it is closer than you think. If you are enjoying this message and feeling hope rising in your heart, please consider subscribing to this channel. We share powerful messages of encouragement, faith, and transformation that can help guide you through your journey. By subscribing, you become part of a community of people who believe in miracles and support each other in faith. Click that subscribe button and join us on this incredible journey of spiritual growth and divine blessing. Now let us talk about something that might be holding you back without you even realizing it. Many people struggle financially not because they are lazy or incompetent, but because they carry deep beliefs about money that work against them. Perhaps you grew up hearing that money is the root of all evil, or that rich people are somehow bad or corrupt. Maybe you were taught that wanting abundance is greedy or selfish. These ideas, even when buried deep in your subconscious mind, can create invisible barriers that block the flow of prosperity into your life. But here is the truth that will set you free. Money itself is neutral. It is simply a tool, a form of energy that can be used for good or for harm depending on the heart of the person who possesses it. When money flows into the hands of a good person, someone with compassion and integrity, it becomes a powerful force for positive change in the world. There is nothing wrong or shameful about desiring financial abundance, especially when your intentions are pure and your heart is focused on using that abundance wisely. The universe is infinitely abundant. There is more than enough for everyone. When you receive your blessing, you are not taking anything away from anyone else. You are simply claiming what has always been yours by divine right. The source of all prosperity never runs dry. It can provide for millions of people simultaneously without ever being depleted. So release any guilt or shame you might feel about wanting more. Embrace the truth that you deserve to prosper, and open your heart to receive without reservation. Type 777 if you are ready to receive unlimited abundance. Your mind is incredibly powerful. The thoughts you think and the words you speak have the ability to shape your reality in profound ways. When you constantly speak about lack, struggle, and limitation, you are actually reinforcing those conditions in your life. But when you begin to speak about abundance, blessing, and breakthrough, even before you see physical evidence, you are creating an energetic pathway for those things to manifest. This is not magic or superstition. This is a fundamental principle of how consciousness interacts with the physical world. Starting right now, I want you to change the way you talk about your finances. Instead of saying things like "I am broke" or "I never have enough money," begin declaring positive truths. Say things like "Abundance is flowing to me now," or "I am a magnet for prosperity," or "Money comes to me easily and frequently." At first, these statements might feel untrue or uncomfortable. Your logical mind might protest and point out all the evidence that contradicts these declarations. But persist anyway. Keep speaking life over your situation and watch as your external circumstances begin to shift to match your internal declarations. The reason this works is because you are not just a physical being stumbling through a random universe. You are a spiritual being with creative power, made in the image of the divine source. When you speak with faith and conviction, you are exercising that creative power. You are sending out vibrations that attract matching circumstances and opportunities. You are programming your subconscious mind to notice and seize possibilities that you would have missed otherwise. Never underestimate the power of your own words to shape your destiny. Let me share something with you about timing. Sometimes we pray for things and expect them to happen immediately, and when they do not, we become discouraged. We start to doubt whether our prayers were heard or whether we are worthy of receiving what we asked for. But divine timing is not the same as human timing. What seems like delay from your perspective is often perfect timing from a higher perspective. Sometimes you need to develop certain qualities or learn specific lessons before you are ready to handle the blessing you are asking for. Think about it this way. If someone gave you $1 million 5 years ago, would you have had the wisdom and maturity to manage it properly? Or might you have made poor choices that left you worse off than before? Sometimes the wait is not about making you suffer. It is about preparing you to steward your blessing wisely so that it lasts and multiplies rather than disappearing quickly. Trust that everything is unfolding in perfect divine order, and that your blessing will arrive at exactly the right moment. That moment is now. All the preparation, all the lessons, all the character development that needed to happen has been completed. You are ready. Your season of lack is officially over. The door to abundance is swinging open, and all you need to do is walk through it with gratitude and faith. Do not hold back. Do not second-guess yourself. Do not let fear or unworthiness stop you from claiming what is rightfully yours. Step into your blessing with your head held high and your heart full of thankfulness. Comment "I am ready" if you are prepared to receive your miracle tonight. There is something incredibly important I need to tell you about gratitude. Gratitude is not just a nice feeling or polite behavior. It is actually one of the most powerful forces in the universe for attracting more blessings into your life. When you are truly grateful for what you already have, even if it seems small, you send out a signal that says, "I recognize and appreciate good things." That signal acts like a magnet, drawing more good things toward you. Many people make the mistake of thinking they will be grateful once they receive what they want. They say to themselves, "When I get that money, then I will be thankful." But gratitude does not work that way. Gratitude must come first. You must find things to be thankful for right now in your current circumstances, no matter how challenging they might be. Are you breathing? Be grateful for your breath. Do you have a roof over your head tonight? Be thankful for shelter. Did you eat today? Express gratitude for food. These might seem like small things, but they are actually enormous blessings that many people lack. As you cultivate an attitude of gratitude for what you already have, you create the energetic conditions for more blessings to flow. It is like you are telling the universe, "I am a good steward of gifts. I notice and appreciate what I receive, so you can trust me with more." And the universe responds by giving you more to be grateful for. This creates an upward spiral of blessing upon blessing, where each gift you receive increases your capacity to receive even greater gifts. So right now, before you receive the financial miracle that is coming, I want you to take a moment and think of 3 things you are grateful for. They do not have to be big things. In fact, finding gratitude in simple, everyday blessings is often more powerful than only being grateful for major gifts. Maybe you are grateful for the kindness of a friend, or the beauty of a sunset you saw recently, or the fact that your body carried you through another day. Whatever comes to mind, hold it in your heart and feel genuine appreciation for it. Now, here is something that might surprise you. The financial blessing coming your way is actually just one small part of a much larger transformation happening in your life. Yes, the money will solve immediate problems and relieve stress. But the real miracle is the internal shift taking place within you. You are developing a prosperity consciousness, a way of thinking and being that naturally attracts abundance. This shift is permanent. Once you truly embody this new consciousness, you will never return to poverty mindset again. What is prosperity consciousness? It is a deep knowing that you live in a friendly universe that wants you to thrive. It is the understanding that abundance is your natural state and lack is just a temporary condition that can be changed. It is the confidence that no matter what challenges arise, you have within you the creativity, resilience, and divine connection to overcome them. It is the generosity that flows naturally when you trust that there is more than enough. This consciousness is worth more than any amount of money because it is the source from which money and all other blessings flow. As you develop this consciousness, you will notice changes in how you make decisions. You will stop operating from fear and scarcity. You will stop holding tightly to everything you have, afraid that if you let go or share, you will not have enough. Instead, you will begin to operate from trust and abundance. You will give freely, knowing that giving creates space for more to come in. You will take calculated risks on opportunities, trusting your ability to create success. You will walk through life with a sense of ease and confidence that attracts positive people and circumstances to you. Type 999 if you feel yourself shifting into prosperity consciousness right now. There is something deeply profound happening in the invisible realms right now that I need you to understand. While you are sitting here listening to these words, there are forces at work that you cannot see with your physical eyes, but that are more real than anything you can touch. Energy is shifting, doors are unlocking, pathways are clearing. People who will play important roles in your financial breakthrough are being moved into position like chess pieces on a divine board. Ideas that will lead to your prosperity are being downloaded into your consciousness. Resources that have your name on them are being released from places where they have been held. This is not metaphorical language or poetic exaggeration. This is the literal truth of how the universe operates. Everything in existence is energy vibrating at different frequencies. Money is energy, opportunity is energy, success is energy, and right now your energetic frequency is being recalibrated to match the frequency of abundance. You are being tuned like a radio dial to the station where prosperity broadcasts constantly. Once you lock into this frequency, blessings will find you effortlessly, almost magically. Because you and they are vibrating in harmony. Many people work incredibly hard their entire lives and still struggle financially because they are operating on the wrong frequency. Their thoughts, beliefs, and emotions are broadcasting lack and limitation, so that is what the universe reflects back to them. But you are different now. Something has shifted in you. Maybe it happened while listening to this message, or maybe it began before you even found this video. Either way, you are no longer the same person who started this journey. Your consciousness has expanded, your faith has deepened, your energy has transformed, and because of this internal change, your external world must change to match it. This is not wishful thinking. This is universal law. Let me tell you about the power of expectation. What you expect with absolute certainty tends to manifest in your life. If you expect struggle, you will find evidence of struggle everywhere you look. If you expect disappointment, you will interpret neutral events as disappointing. But if you expect miracles, blessings, and breakthroughs, you will begin to notice them appearing with increasing frequency. Your expectation acts like a magnet, drawing to you the very things you are looking for. So starting right now, I want you to live in a state of positive expectation. Wake up each morning expecting something wonderful to happen that day. Check your email expecting good news. Answer your phone expecting opportunities. Look at your bank account expecting to see increase. This is not about denying reality or pretending problems do not exist. It is about training your mind to look for evidence of blessings rather than evidence of curses. What you focus on expands, so focus on the good that is coming rather than the bad that has been. You might be wondering how to maintain this positive expectation when you are surrounded by bills, debts, and financial pressure. Here is the secret: you do not have to deny your current circumstances. You simply have to stop giving them all your attention and emotional energy. Yes, you have bills to pay. Acknowledge that fact, then shift your focus to the money that is coming to pay those bills. Yes, you have been struggling. Acknowledge the truth, then shift your focus to the breakthrough that is ending your struggle. Your circumstances are temporary, your blessing is permanent. Give more attention to what is permanent. There is an ancient principle that says where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. But it works in reverse too. Where your heart is, there your treasure will gather. If your heart is full of worry about lack, you will attract more lack. If your heart is full of gratitude for abundance, you will attract more abundance. This is why I have been emphasizing gratitude so much throughout this message. Gratitude is not just a nice spiritual practice. It is a powerful technology for attracting wealth and blessings. Right now, even before you see physical evidence of your financial breakthrough, I want you to start thanking the universe as if the money has already arrived. Say thank you for the abundant blessings flowing into my life right now. Thank you for the financial miracle that has already been released. Thank you for the opportunities opening before me. Thank you for the divine provision that surrounds me always. Speak these words of gratitude daily, multiple times a day, until they become as natural as breathing. When you thank the universe before you receive, you are demonstrating faith at the highest level. You are saying, I trust so completely that my blessing is coming that I am grateful for it now, even though I cannot see it yet. This kind of faith moves mountains. This kind of trust unlocks miracles. The universe responds to this level of conviction by accelerating the manifestation of your desires. What might have taken years can happen in weeks when you operate at this frequency of absolute faith and gratitude. Now let me address something that might be creating resistance in your life without you even realizing it. Many people sabotage their own blessings through negative self-talk and limiting beliefs about themselves. They say things like, I am not smart enough to be wealthy, or people like me do not get those kinds of opportunities, or I always mess things up, so this probably will not work for me either. These statements, even when spoken silently in your mind, have tremendous power to block your blessings. Your subconscious mind is listening to every word you say and every thought you think. It does not judge whether these thoughts are true or false. It simply accepts them as instructions and works to make them reality. If you constantly tell yourself you are not good with money, your subconscious will ensure you make poor financial decisions to prove that belief true. If you tell yourself you are destined to struggle, your subconscious will filter out opportunities and cause you to overlook blessings that are right in front of you. This is why you must become aware of your self-talk and actively change it. When you catch yourself thinking or saying something negative about yourself or your financial future, stop immediately. Do not scold yourself for the negative thought, just gently redirect. Say, no, that is not true, and then replace the negative statement with a positive one. For example, if you catch yourself thinking, I never have enough money, immediately replace it with, money flows to me easily and abundantly. Do this consistently every single time, and over time you will reprogram your subconscious mind to support your prosperity instead of sabotaging it. Let me share with you a powerful visualization technique that can accelerate your financial breakthrough. This technique works because your subconscious mind thinks in pictures and emotions rather than words and logic. When you create a vivid mental image combined with strong positive emotion, you communicate directly with the part of your mind that controls your behavior and attracts circumstances to you. Here is how to do it. Find a quiet place where you will not be disturbed for at least 10 minutes. Close your eyes and take several deep, calming breaths. Now imagine yourself 6 months from now, living in complete financial abundance. See yourself in as much detail as possible. What are you wearing? Where are you living? How does your home look and feel? Who is with you? What are you doing with your time now that money is no longer a source of stress? Really dive into this vision. Feel the emotions you would feel if this were your reality right now. Feel the relief of having all your bills paid with money left over. Feel the joy of being able to buy gifts for people you love without worrying about the cost. Feel the peace of knowing you have savings and investments growing for your future. Feel the satisfaction of being able to donate generously to causes you care about. Make these emotions as real and intense as you possibly can. The more vividly you can imagine your abundant future, and the more genuinely you can feel the emotions associated with it, the more powerfully you program your subconscious mind to manifest that reality. your brain begins to create new neural pathways that support abundant thinking and behavior. Your energy field begins to vibrate at the frequency of prosperity, and the universe begins to rearrange circumstances, people, and opportunities to match your new vibration. Do this visualization exercise every single day, ideally twice a day, once in the morning and once before bed. Be consistent with it. The repetition is what creates the deep programming that leads to manifestation. Most people try visualization once or twice, do not see immediate results, and give up. But the real power comes from sustained, consistent practice over weeks and months. Trust the process even when you cannot yet see evidence of it working. The seeds you are planting in the invisible realm will eventually sprout in the visible world. Another crucial element in attracting financial blessings is surrounding yourself with the right influences. The people you spend time with, the content you consume, the conversations you engage in, all of these things shape your consciousness and either support or undermine your prosperity. If you spend time with people who constantly complain about money, who speak negatively about wealthy people, who believe the system is rigged against them, their energy will drag you down and keep you vibrating at the frequency of lack. On the other hand, if you spend time with people who have a positive relationship with money, who believe in abundance, who are actively creating prosperity in their own lives, their energy will lift you up and help you stay aligned with your breakthrough. This does not mean you should abandon friends who are struggling. It simply means you should be intentional about also connecting with people who inspire and uplift you financially. In addition to the people you interact with personally, pay attention to the content you consume. What kind of music do you listen to? What kind of shows do you watch? What kind of books do you read? Are these things filling your mind with messages of hope, possibility, and abundance? Or are they filling your mind with violence, tragedy, cynicism, and limitation? Everything you allow into your consciousness affects your vibration. Choose wisely. I recommend that you actively seek out content that supports your financial goals. Read books about wealth creation, financial management, and prosperity consciousness. Listen to podcasts or videos from people who have successfully created abundance in their lives. Surround yourself with messages that reinforce what you are trying to manifest. This might seem like a small thing, but over time, these inputs shape your beliefs, expectations, and ultimately your reality. Let me also talk to you about the importance of celebrating small wins along your journey. Many people make the mistake of postponing all joy and celebration until they reach some major milestone. They say to themselves, I will celebrate when I have $10,000 saved, or I will be happy when I am completely debt-free. But this approach keeps you in a state of perpetual dissatisfaction, always focused on what you do not have yet rather than appreciating what you do have and how far you have come. A much more powerful approach is to celebrate every single step of progress, no matter how small. Did you receive an unexpected $20? Celebrate it. Did you get a small raise or bonus? Throw yourself a mini celebration. Did you have a month where your expenses were lower than usual, allowing you to save a little? Acknowledge it with gratitude and joy. These small celebrations do several important things. First, they train your brain to notice blessings, which, as I mentioned earlier, helps you attract more blessings. Second, they generate positive emotions that raise your vibration and make you magnetic to prosperity. Third, they build momentum and motivation to keep going. And fourth, they demonstrate to the universe that you are a good steward of blessings, appreciating what you receive, which makes the universe want to give you more. So develop a practice of celebration. Keep a journal where you record every financial blessing, every unexpected gift, every opportunity, every small victory. At the end of each week, review your journal and celebrate everything you wrote down. This simple practice will shift your consciousness dramatically over time. You will move from a mindset of lack and struggle to a mindset of appreciation and abundance. And that shift in mindset will accelerate the manifestation of your breakthrough. Now I want to talk to you about divine timing and patience. I know you are eager for your financial situation to change immediately. You want the breakthrough now, not later. That desire is completely understandable, especially if you have been struggling for a long time. But I need you to understand that there is a perfect timing for everything, and sometimes what looks like delay is actually divine protection and preparation. Imagine if you received $1 million tomorrow, but you had not yet developed the financial wisdom to manage it well. You might spend it foolishly, lose it to bad investments, or become a target for people who want to take advantage of you. Within a year or two, you could be right back where you started, except now you would also carry the pain and shame of having lost a fortune. The delay you are experiencing right now might be the universe's way of giving you time to develop the character, wisdom, and skills necessary to steward your blessing properly. Or consider this possibility: maybe the specific opportunity that will create your breakthrough has not fully materialized yet. Maybe the person who will hire you for that perfect job is still building their company. Maybe the investor who will fund your business idea is still working through their own process. Maybe the client who will pay you generously for your services has not yet realized they need what you offer. The universe is coordinating countless moving parts to bring you your miracle, and all of those parts have to align perfectly. This does not mean you should be passive and just wait for things to happen. As I said earlier, you must take inspired action and do your part, but it does mean you should release anxiety about timing and trust that everything is unfolding in perfect divine order. Your job is to stay faithful, keep your vibration high, continue taking positive action, and remain open and alert to opportunities as they appear. The universe's job is to handle the timing and the details of manifestation. One way to release anxiety about timing is to develop a deeper sense of trust in the benevolence of the universe. Many people unconsciously believe the universe is indifferent or even hostile, that they have to fight and force their way to success. But what if the exact opposite is true? What if the universe is actually on your side, always working for your highest good, constantly trying to guide you toward your greatest happiness and fulfillment? When you truly believe that you live in a friendly universe that wants you to thrive, everything changes. You stop feeling like you are struggling against impossible odds. You start feeling supported and guided. You relax into the flow of life instead of resisting it. You trust that even when things do not go according to your plan, they are still working out for your benefit. This trust does not make you passive or complacent. It actually allows you to take bolder action because you know that even if you fail, you are still supported and loved. So practice trusting more. When something does not work out the way you hoped, instead of spiraling into fear and disappointment, ask yourself, what if this is actually protecting me from something or redirecting me towards something better? When you experience a delay, instead of feeling frustrated, remind yourself that divine timing is perfect and this delay must be serving me somehow. This shift in perspective, this commitment to trusting even when you cannot see the full picture, will transform your experience of life and dramatically accelerate your blessings. Let me also address the topic of fear, because fear is one of the biggest blockers of financial blessings. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of judgment, fear of change, all of these fears can keep you trapped in lack even when abundance is trying to reach you. Fear causes you to play small, to avoid opportunities, to stay in your comfort zone even when your comfort zone is miserable. Fear whispers lies like you are not capable, or it is too risky, or people will think you are greedy, or you will probably fail anyway, so why bother trying? But here is the truth about fear. It is usually a sign that you are about to do something important, something that will stretch you and move you forward. The things that scare you the most are often the very things you need to do to break through to the next level. So instead of seeing fear as a stop sign, start seeing it as a compass pointing you toward your growth edge. When you feel afraid, get curious about it. Ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? What is the worst that could happen? Could I handle that if it did happen? Usually you will find that your fears are exaggerated and that you are much more capable than you give yourself credit for. Courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and taking action anyway. Every successful person you admire has felt fear. The difference is that they did not let fear stop them. They felt it, acknowledged it, and then did the thing anyway. You have that same courage within you. You have already demonstrated it by surviving everything you have survived up to this point. Now it is time to channel that courage toward creating the financial breakthrough you desire. One practical way to work with fear is to break big scary goals down into small, manageable steps. If the thought of starting a business terrifies you, you do not have to quit your job and launch a full company tomorrow. You can simply take one small step today, like researching your market or sketching out a business plan. If the thought of asking for a raise makes you anxious, you do not have to march into your boss's office unprepared. You can start by documenting your achievements and practicing what you will say. Small steps reduce fear and build confidence. Another powerful practice is to face your fears head on by asking yourself, what if everything actually works out? We spend so much time imagining worst-case scenarios, but we rarely take time to vividly imagine best-case scenarios. What if that business you are scared to start becomes wildly successful? What if that investment you are nervous about makes you financially independent? What if that career change you are afraid of leads to the most fulfilling work of your life? Allow yourself to dream big and imagine the best possible outcomes. This will counterbalance your fear and give you motivation to move forward. As you continue on this journey toward financial abundance, remember that you are not alone. There is a community of people all around the world who are on the same path, seeking to break free from limitation and step into prosperity. Some of them are ahead of you on the journey and can offer wisdom and encouragement. Some of them are right where you are and can walk alongside you as companions. And some of them are behind you, looking up to you as an example of what is possible. You are part of a beautiful web of connection, and you can draw strength from that connection. This is one reason why I encouraged you earlier to subscribe to this channel. By subscribing, you are not just getting access to more encouraging content. You are joining a community of like-minded believers who support each other in faith. When you read the comments, you will see thousands of people affirming the same truths, declaring the same blessings, standing in the same faith. There is power in collective belief. When many people come together in agreement about positive outcomes, the manifestation power multiplies exponentially. So engage with this community. Leave comments sharing your testimonies when blessings arrive. Encourage others who are still waiting for their breakthrough. Ask for prayer or support when you are feeling discouraged. This mutual encouragement and support will sustain you through the ups and downs of your journey and remind you that you are part of something bigger than yourself. Your breakthrough is not just about you. It is about demonstrating what is possible for everyone in this community, inspiring others to believe and receive their own miracles. As we draw closer to the completion of this extended message, I want to leave you with some practical action steps you can take immediately to position yourself for your financial breakthrough. First, clean up your physical environment. Clutter and chaos in your space creates clutter and chaos in your energy field. Spend some time this week organizing your home, especially the areas related to finances. Clean out your wallet, Organize your paperwork. Create a dedicated space for managing your money. This might seem mundane, but it sends a powerful signal to the universe that you are preparing to receive and steward blessings well. Second, create a clear vision of what you want. Write down specific financial goals. How much money do you want to earn? How much do you want to save? What debts do you want to pay off? What experiences do you want to be able to afford? Be as specific as possible. Vague desires produce vague results. Clear intentions produce clear manifestations. Write your goals down, put them somewhere you will see them daily, and read them out loud with feeling. Third, educate yourself financially. If you do not know how to manage money well, commit to learning. There are countless free resources available online. You can learn about budgeting, investing, credit management, entrepreneurship, and wealth building without spending a penny. Invest time in your financial education, and you will be prepared to make wise decisions when your blessing arrives. Knowledge is power, and financial knowledge is the foundation of lasting prosperity. Fourth, start giving now, even if you feel you have nothing to give. Give your time by volunteering. Give your talents by helping someone with something you are good at. Give small amounts of money when you see someone in need, even if it is just $1 or $2. The practice of giving creates a flow of energy that opens you up to receive. It also demonstrates to the universe that you trust there is more coming. People who hoard out of fear stay stuck in scarcity. People who give generously move into abundance. Fifth, speak words of blessing over your finances daily. Create affirmations that resonate with you and speak them out loud every morning. Money flows to me easily and frequently. I am a magnet for prosperity. Abundance is my natural state. Financial blessings surround me always. I am worthy of wealth and I manage it wisely. The universe provides for all my needs and more. Choose affirmations that feel good to you and speak them with conviction until they become your default belief system. And finally, maintain an attitude of joyful expectation. Live each day as if your breakthrough could happen at any moment, because it can. Check your mail with anticipation. Answer your phone with hope. Open your email expecting good news. Keep your eyes open for opportunities. Stay alert for divine appointments. Your miracle might not announce itself with trumpets and fanfare. It might arrive quietly, disguised as a casual conversation or a random thought or an unexpected invitation. If you are distracted by worry or numbed by hopelessness, you might miss it entirely. So stay awake, stay hopeful, stay engaged with life. Your blessing is looking for you just as much as you are looking for it. Make sure you are in a state to recognize it and receive it when it arrives. This means taking care of yourself physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. Get enough sleep. Eat nourishing food. Move your body. Spend time in nature. Nurture your important relationships. Do things that bring you joy. Meditate or pray. Read inspiring content. All of these practices keep your energy high and your channels clear, making it easier for blessings to flow to you and through you. Remember, you are not trying to force a miracle to happen through sheer willpower. You are simply aligning yourself with the flow of abundance that is always available, removing the blocks that have been preventing you from receiving it, and opening yourself fully to the blessings that have been waiting for you all along. The money you need already exists. The opportunities you desire are already out there. The connections that will change everything are already possible. Your job is not to create these things from nothing. Your job is to tune yourself to the frequency where they can find you. Let me tell you about the power of vision. The clearer you can see your desired outcome in your mind, the more powerfully you can attract it into your physical reality. This is why I want you to spend some time really imagining what your life will look like once this financial blessing manifests. Do not just think about it vaguely. Create a detailed, vivid picture in your mind. See yourself checking your bank account and feeling a rush of relief and joy when you see the balance. Imagine the exact feeling in your body when you realize you can pay every bill that has been worrying you. Picture yourself walking into stores and buying quality items without having to check price tags or calculate whether you can afford them. Visualize yourself helping a family member or friend who is struggling financially and see the gratitude and relief on their face. Feel the emotional impact of these scenarios as if they were happening right now. The reason this visualization exercise is so powerful is because your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between a vividly imagined experience and a real one. When you imagine something with enough detail and emotion, your subconscious accepts it as real and begins to align your thoughts, actions, and energy with that reality. Opportunities that match your vision start to appear. Ideas come to you that move you toward your goal. You begin to notice resources and connections that were always there but that you could not see before because you were not tuned to the right frequency. Make this visualization practice a daily habit. Spend at least 5 minutes every morning and every evening seeing your abundant life in rich detail. Feel the feelings associated with financial freedom. Hear the sounds of your new reality. Smell the scents, taste the tastes, touch the textures. Engage all your senses in creating this mental experience. The more real you can make it in your mind, the faster it will become real in your life. Now I want to address something that stops many people from receiving their blessings, even when those blessings are right at their doorstep. It is the feeling of unworthiness. So many good people struggle financially not because they are not working hard enough or not smart enough, but because deep down they do not believe they deserve to prosper. Perhaps they made mistakes in the past and feel they need to keep suffering as punishment. Maybe they compare themselves to others and decide they are not as good or as talented, so they do not deserve the same level of success. Or possibly they absorbed messages in childhood that made them feel small, unimportant, or undeserving. If any of this resonates with you, I need you to hear this truth with every fiber of your being. You are worthy. You deserve abundance. Your past mistakes do not disqualify you from present blessings. Your perceived inadequacies do not make you less deserving than anyone else. You are a precious child of the universe, created with intention and purpose, and you have just as much right to prosperity as any other person who has ever lived. Worthiness is not something you earn through perfect behavior or impressive achievements. It is your birthright simply because you exist. The sun does not shine only on people who have never made mistakes. Rain falls on the just and the unjust alike. Nature does not discriminate or judge who deserves its bounty. The universe operates the same way. Blessings flow to those who are open to receive them, not to those who have earned them through moral perfection. So right now I want you to say out loud or in your heart, I am worthy of abundance. I deserve financial blessing. I accept prosperity into my life without guilt or shame. Say it even if you do not fully believe it yet. Say it until your heart catches up with your words. Say it until the old programming of unworthiness begins to dissolve and a new truth takes its place. Comment I am worthy if you accept that you deserve every good thing coming to you. Here is another powerful truth I want you to understand. The blessing coming to you is not just about you. It is also about everyone your life touches. When you prosper, your children benefit. Your family has more security. Your friends have someone they can turn to in times of need. Your community gains a person with resources who can contribute to making things better. Even strangers you will never meet can be impacted by your generosity and the ripple effects of your abundance. This is why it is so important for good people like you to have money. The world desperately needs more kind-hearted, generous, conscientious people who have financial resources. When selfish people have all the money, they use it to exploit others and increase suffering. But when compassionate people have money, they use it to heal, help, and uplift. Your prosperity is not just for your comfort. It is a tool you will use to make the world better. So when you receive your blessing, receive it with the full understanding that you are being entrusted with resources that have a purpose beyond your personal enjoyment. Yes, absolutely take care of yourself and your loved ones. Buy that thing you have been wanting. Take that trip you have been dreaming about. Enjoy the fruits of your blessing without guilt, but also remember to share. Look for opportunities to help others. Support causes that matter to you. Be the answer to someone else's prayer the way this blessing is the answer to yours. Generous people are like rivers, constantly receiving and constantly giving, and because of that flow, they never run dry. Stingy people are like stagnant ponds, holding tightly to what they have, and eventually that water becomes foul and useless. Choose to be a river. Let abundance flow through you, not just to you. As you give, you will receive even more, creating an endless cycle of blessing that benefits everyone around you. The timing of this message reaching you is no accident. You might think you stumbled upon this video randomly, but nothing in this universe happens by chance. You were guided here at this exact moment because you needed to hear these words. Your heart needed this hope. Your faith needed this encouragement. Your mind needed these truths to replace the lies you have been believing. This is a divine appointment orchestrated by forces you cannot see but that are always working on your behalf. Think about everything that had to align perfectly for you to be hearing this right now. You had to be in the right place at the right time. The technology had to work properly to deliver this message to you. Your life circumstances had to bring you to a point where you were open and ready to receive these words. All of this was arranged with precision and care because you matter, your life matters, and your breakthrough matters not just to you but to the larger plan unfolding in the universe. So receive this message as the sign you have been asking for. Receive it as confirmation that help is on the way. Receive it as permission to hope again, to believe again, to expect good things again. You have been through enough darkness. The dawn is breaking. Light is flooding into your situation. Warmth is returning to areas of your life that felt cold and dead. New growth is beginning in places where everything seemed barren and hopeless. Type hallelujah if you recognize this as your moment of divine intervention. Let me share something with you about obstacles. Many people see obstacles as signs that they are on the wrong path or that the universe is against them. But that is not how it works. Obstacles are actually often indicators that you are on exactly the right path. They appear because you are moving toward something significant, and there are forces that do not want you to reach your destination. But here is what you need to know. No obstacle can stop what has been ordained for you. Every barrier can be overcome. Every closed door can be opened. Every mountain can be moved when faith is present. The obstacles you have faced on your journey toward financial freedom have not been wasted experiences. Each one taught you something valuable. Each one made you stronger, wiser, more resilient. The person you were before you faced these challenges would not have been ready for the level of blessing that is coming now. You needed to develop certain qualities, and obstacles were the training ground where those qualities were forged. So do not resent your struggles. Honor them as the refining fire that prepared you for your miracle. And here is something else about obstacles. Sometimes what looks like a closed door is actually protection. Sometimes the path you wanted to take would have led you somewhere you do not really want to go. Sometimes the opportunity you thought you missed was not actually meant for you, and something far better is coming instead. Trust that even when things do not go according to your plan, they are still going according to a higher plan that has your best interest at heart. This requires a level of surrender that many people find difficult. We want to control everything, to force outcomes, to make things happen according to our timeline and our vision. But true power comes when we can hold our desires with an open hand, saying, I would love for this to happen, but if something better is coming, I am open to that too. This kind of surrender does not mean giving up or being passive. It means taking inspired action while remaining flexible about the form your blessing takes. Your financial breakthrough might not look exactly like you imagined. It might come through an avenue you never considered. It might arrive in stages rather than all at once. It might include opportunities that require you to stretch and grow in new ways. Be open to all of it. Do not get so fixated on one specific outcome that you miss the abundant blessing arriving through a different door. The divine source of all prosperity is infinitely creative. It has countless ways to deliver what you need. Your job is not to figure out the how. Your job is to maintain faith that the what is on its way and to stay alert and responsive to opportunities and guidance as they appear. When a door opens, walk through it even if it is not the door you were watching. When an idea drops into your mind, act on it even if it seems unrelated to your current prayers. The answer you need might be disguised as something completely unexpected. Let me tell you about the importance of taking action. Faith is powerful, but faith without action is incomplete. You cannot just sit back and wait for money to magically appear in your bank account while you do nothing. The universe needs you to participate in creating your miracle. This does not mean you have to have everything figured out or that you need to work yourself to exhaustion. It simply means you need to take the next step that is in front of you, whatever that step might be. Maybe the next step is updating your resume or reaching out to someone in your network. Maybe it is researching a business idea you have been thinking about. Maybe it is taking a course to develop a new skill. Maybe it is simply cleaning and organizing your space to create room for new energy and opportunities to enter. Whatever action you feel drawn to take it. Movement creates momentum and momentum attracts miracles. Sometimes people avoid taking action because they are afraid of making the wrong move. They want a guarantee that their effort will pay off before they invest the energy. But life does not offer that kind of certainty. You have to be willing to step forward not knowing exactly where the path leads, trusting that each step will illuminate the next step. This is what faith in action looks like. It is not reckless or foolish. It is courageous and trust-filled. And here is a secret: even if you take what turns out to be a wrong step, it is not actually wrong because it gives you information and experience that will serve you later. There are no failures, only learning opportunities. Every action you take moves you forward in some way, even if it is not immediately obvious how. So release the fear of making mistakes and embrace the adventure of creating your abundant life with the divine. Comment: I will take action if you commit to participating in your miracle. Now let us talk about protection. As your financial situation improves, you might encounter new challenges. People might suddenly want to be your friend because they think they can get something from you. Others might become jealous and speak negatively about you. Some might even try to take advantage of your kindness and generosity. This is why it is crucial to develop discernment and maintain strong boundaries as you step into abundance. Not everyone who is happy for you genuinely has your best interest at heart. Some people will celebrate your success only because they think they will benefit from it. Real friends will be happy for you without expectation of personal gain. They will support your growth and cheer for your victories. But toxic people will resent your success or try to manipulate you. Learn to tell the difference and protect yourself accordingly. This does not mean you should become suspicious of everyone or hoard your blessings selfishly. It simply means you should be wise, give generously but not foolishly, help people who are truly in need but do not enable destructive behavior or allow yourself to be used. Trust your intuition. If something feels off about a situation or a person, pay attention to that feeling. Your inner guidance system is trying to protect you. Also, be aware that sudden wealth can create its own challenges if you are not prepared. There are countless stories of people who won lotteries or received large sums of money, only to lose it all within a few years because they did not know how to manage it. When your blessing comes, educate yourself about financial management. Learn about budgeting, investing, and wealth building. Surround yourself with wise advisors who can help you make smart decisions. Remember that this blessing is not just for now, it is for your future and for generations to come. One of the best things you can do as you come into money is to immediately designate a portion for giving. Decide ahead of time that you will donate a certain percentage to causes that matter to you. This practice of giving first, before you spend on yourself, establishes the flow of generosity in your life. It also protects you from becoming greedy or money-obsessed. Money is a wonderful servant but a terrible master. Keep it in its proper place as a tool for good, and never let the pursuit of wealth become your primary purpose. Your primary purpose is to love, to grow, to create, to contribute, and to experience joy. Money supports those purposes, but it is not the purpose itself. Keep this perspective clear in your mind, and you will be able to enjoy your prosperity without being consumed by it. You will be able to have wealth without wealth having you. This is the key to lasting happiness and fulfillment. Let me tell you something about legacy. The blessing coming to you is not just for your lifetime. It has the potential to change the trajectory of your family line for generations. Children who grow up in financial security have advantages that children in poverty do not have. They have access to better education, health care, and opportunities. They do not carry the same stress and trauma that poverty creates. They can develop their talents and pursue their dreams without being limited by lack of resources. By receiving and managing this blessing wisely, you are not just changing your own life. You are changing the lives of people who are not even born yet. Your great-grandchildren might live in a completely different reality because of choices you make today. This is an enormous responsibility, but also an incredible privilege. You have the opportunity to be the one who breaks generational patterns of poverty in your family. You can be the ancestor that future generations thank for changing everything. So think generationally. Make decisions not just based on immediate gratification, but based on long-term impact. Build wealth that will last. Create systems and structures that will continue to provide even after you are gone. Teach the next generation how to manage money wisely. Share the principles that led to your breakthrough. In this way, your one miracle multiplies into blessings for countless people across time. Type Amen if you accept the responsibility of being a generational curse breaker. As we move toward the conclusion of this message, I want to remind you of the most important truth we have covered. You are deeply loved. Your value does not depend on how much money you have or do not have. You are precious and worthy simply because you exist. Financial blessings enhance your life, but they do not define your worth. Never forget that. There may be times, even after this breakthrough, when challenges arise. Life is a journey with ups and downs for everyone. But once you truly understand that you are loved, supported, and guided by a benevolent universe, you will navigate those challenges with grace and confidence. You will know that every setback is temporary and that you have within you everything needed to rise again. The divine presence that is blessing you tonight will continue to be with you every day of your life. In moments of doubt, return to the truth that you are not alone. In times of fear, remember that perfect love casts out all fear. In periods of confusion, trust that clarity will come when you quiet your mind and listen to your inner wisdom. You are never abandoned. You are never forgotten. You are always held in the heart of divine love. And as you experience this love and abundance, share it generously. Be a light in the darkness for others. Offer hope to those who feel hopeless. Extend a helping hand to those who are struggling the way you once struggled. Your testimony has the power to transform lives. Your story can inspire someone to hold on just a little longer, to believe just a little more, to take one more step forward. Never underestimate the impact you can have simply by living openly and generously from your overflow. The world needs more people like you, good-hearted souls who use their resources to heal rather than to harm, to build up rather than to tear down, to spread love rather than to increase suffering. As you prosper, commit yourself to being that kind of person. Let your abundance be a blessing to everyone your life touches. In this way, you become a living channel of divine grace, and that is the highest purpose any human can fulfill. So as this message comes to a close, I want you to feel the love surrounding you right now. Feel the hope rising in your chest. Feel the faith growing stronger in your heart. You are standing at the threshold of your miracle. The door is open. The blessing is released. All that remains is for you to step forward and receive it with gratitude, joy, and complete trust that everything is working out for your highest good. This night will be remembered as the turning point. This moment will be marked in your story as the time when everything changed. Years from now, you will look back on this exact day and recognize it as the beginning of your new life. Do not let doubt steal this moment. Do not let fear cause you to shrink back. Stand tall in faith and claim what is yours. The universe has already said yes. Now you must say yes too, my precious child. You have been prepared for this blessing through every experience you have lived. Your character has been tested and proven. Your heart has been refined by fire. Your faith has been strengthened through trials. Now comes the reward. Now comes the harvest. Now comes the manifestation of every promise spoken over your life. Embrace it fully. Celebrate it completely. Share it generously. Walk forward into your abundant future knowing that you are guided, protected, and deeply loved every step of the way. The best days of your life are not behind you. They are ahead of you. The greatest miracles are not in your past. They are in your future. The most beautiful chapters of your story have not been written yet, they are being written right now. And you, dear child, are the author working in partnership with the divine to create a masterpiece of transformation and blessing. Your miracle is here. Your breakthrough has arrived. Your season of abundance has begun. Receive it with a grateful heart and watch as it multiplies beyond your wildest imagination. The divine source of all good things is smiling upon you tonight and forever. You are blessed, you are loved, and you are stepping into the fullness of everything you were created to be and to have. This is your time, this is your moment, this is your miracle, and nothing, absolutely nothing, can take it away from you.